Welcome to the Cisco Express Security Specialization Training, S4 Next-Gen Firewall and Next-Gen IPS Solutions. This is Module 4 of Cisco Express Security Specialization Training for Systems Engineers. Before beginning this module, please make sure that you have completed A1, S1, S2, and S3, which provide foundational information. At the end of this module, systems engineers should be able to demonstrate knowledge of the primary security solution components of Cisco Next-Gen Firewall and Next-Gen IPS, the distinguishing features of each solution component, and how the solutions work together to provide network security. In this course, we will cover what Cisco's Next-Gen Firewall and Next-Gen IPS solutions look like, the solution components, and the different management solutions, Next-Gen Firewall and Next-Generation Intrusion Prevention System solutions. Today's threat landscape is changing. Digital transformation is happening on a massive scale and creating significant business opportunities. Over 15 billion devices are now internet connected, and this number is expected to grow to 500 billion by 2030, generating an estimated $19 trillion opportunity for businesses over the next 10 years. However, digital transformation also creates significant opportunities for cybercriminals. The global cybercrime market is estimated at $450 billion to $1 trillion. As modern networks and their components constantly evolve, the attack surface is expanding, and financially motivated attackers are adopting increasingly sophisticated methods to infiltrate networks and steal an ever-increasing volume of digitized assets. And once they infiltrate the network, they're difficult to detect. We see this in the news on a seemingly weekly basis. Corporations get hacked and lose sensitive data. But the truth is that organizations of every size are targets. Not only might adversaries attack businesses for their data and secrets, but also business relationships may be exploited by hackers to gain access into larger companies. Some of the breaches mentioned here happened when attackers compromised a small business and used their partner credentials to exploit a larger company. For small businesses, it's difficult to allocate the time or manpower to deal with these complicated attacks. To deal with these sophisticated attacks, Cisco offers a comprehensive network security solution portfolio. As we've seen before, Next-Gen Firewall and Next-Gen IPS solutions are coupled with Cisco's robust management and security intelligence, Talos. These solutions all come together to deliver value to businesses. When Cisco Firepower Threat Defense software is run on a Cisco Firepower appliance, users can experience the comprehensive network protection capabilities of Cisco Firepower Next-Gen Firewall. Firepower Next-Gen Firewall offers threat-focused, fully integrated security solutions to help users stop more threats, gain more insight, detect threats earlier, reduce complexity, and ultimately get the most out of their network. Network security enables economic growth for each organization. Now let's look at each in detail. Cisco Firepower Next-Gen Firewall helps customers stop more threats across the attack continuum. Users can deploy and automatically tailor the industry's most effective threat protection for both intrusion and malware breach detection, and apply network-to-endpoint advanced malware protection, including an integrated sandbox solution and file disposition, to halt evasive threats before they can do damage. Customers also gain more insight with increased visibility. Other security sensors don't provide the awareness that Cisco does. They may see applications, but they often miss vulnerabilities underlying in a network's infrastructure. Most IPS security solutions will discover certain threats. The typical IPS looks at network signatures to determine the presence of threats. Typical next-gen firewalls go further, enabling greater visibility. However, they still don't provide enough visibility into hidden vectors. These vectors are important because it only takes one opening for an attacker to gain access. Firepower Next-Gen Firewall uniquely sees client-side apps and operating systems, mobile device types and corresponding browsers, virtual machine communications, and network devices, all while detecting the latest and most advanced forms of malware. By leveraging this network discovery, customers gain visibility into everything, from which granular security policies can be created and enforced. In addition to this unprecedented visibility, only Cisco offers rapid remediation in the event of a breach. Firepower Next-Gen Firewall helps detect infections earlier, so business can act faster in the event of an intrusion. Time to detection is the window of time between the first observation of a file and the detection of a threat. The industry median time to detect on an advanced threat is approximately 100 days. According to the 2017 Cisco Annual Security Report, Cisco completes the task in approximately 9 hours, less than 1 day. Cisco provides integrated advanced malware abilities directly within the solution to shrink exposure time and remediate rapidly. And a unified management allows users to manage their network solutions with ease. Cisco Firepower Management Center provides complete and unified management over Firepower Next-Gen Firewall, as well as Firepower Next-Gen IPS and Cisco AMP deployments, enabling users to easily go from managing the firewall to controlling application use to investigating and remediating malware outbreaks. This extends the value of the solution and reduces the security risks associated with new technology. Ultimately, Cisco Firepower Next-Gen Firewall helps users get the most from their network. Firepower Next-Gen Firewall integrates with other security solutions from Cisco and leading third parties to share intelligence, context, and policy controls consistently. Use reputational threat indicators from Cisco Talos Global DNS and IP Threat Intelligence for early warning so that network security devices can prepare defenses before an attack arrives. Fully integrated platforms allow other security components to participate as context, telemetry, and intelligence sources, and to better achieve pervasive and consistent enforcement. Firepower detections drive rapid threat containment via automated network segmentation and perform analysis from network to endpoint to improve detection accuracy and early warning. Other next-generation firewall solutions on the market don't integrate like this, making Firepower Next-Gen Firewall more effective, more agile, and less costly to manage. Let's explore some of the network security features Firepower Next-Gen Firewall offers. Cisco's network security platforms offer a variety of features and services to match any customer use case. All Cisco Next-Gen Firewall offerings provide stateful firewalling, application visibility and control, advanced malware protection, URL filtering, identity-based policy and control, Next-Gen IPS, and DDoS attack prevention. These features are managed through Cisco's Unified Firepower Management Center. The following slides will cover each of these in more detail, beginning with stateful firewalling. Each ASA and multi-service security appliance comes with a set of standard functions designed to protect the network and keep operations running smoothly. These include transmission control protocol normalization and intercept to protect against denial of service attacks. IP option inspection and IP fragmentation, along with network address translation and routing, ensure that traffic gets to the intended location. Finally, the access control list regulates the access of and the access to specific objects. In addition to stateful firewalling, Firepower Next-Gen Firewall protects against threats by offering application visibility and control. Application visibility and control, AVC, can help mitigate application-based threats by controlling application access and offering threat-focused visibility. While traditional firewalls enforce policies based on the IP address, port, or protocol alone, AVC identifies each app and allows or blocks it on a per-user basis. Customers can limit exposure to peer-to-peer file sharing, gaming, chat, or other risky or non-productive apps that often evade traditional firewall protections. AVC also offers granular control over both applications and micro-applications. Administrators can allow access to certain apps while restricting micro-applications such as videos and chats. Social media is a growing part of many businesses, but not everyone across a business needs to be a part of it. Limit the features available based on users or user groups. For example, set policies so that general users can like posts or retweet content, but only the marketing group can post photos and videos. Open App ID provides application visibility, accelerates development of application detectors, and controls and empowers the community to share detectors for greater protection. As new applications are developed and introduced into corporate environments at an unprecedented rate, this new language provides users with increased flexibility to control new or custom apps on the network. Next, we look at how AMP is available to provide enhanced protection even after an attack occurs. Advanced malware protection provides proven threat protection across the entire attack continuum, before, during, and after a breach. AMP is highlighted in Module S6, Advanced Threats, but for now, here's an overview of some of the key features. Before an attack, AMP leverages global threat intelligence to provide zero-day threat protection to all users wherever they are. AMP uses point-in-time protection to help analyze and address malware before it even encounters the network. During an attack, file reputation increases the accuracy of threat detection with big data analytics, while sandboxing file analysis sees how the files behave in a controlled setting and alerts all devices if it behaves abnormally. But when files do bypass the perimeter, AMP still provides protection. Continuous protection is a unique feature that addresses malware after it enters a customer's environment. Behavioral indications of compromise can detect malware by studying the behaviors it executes within the network, while file retrospection tracks the spread of any file with your environment and monitors the disposition of the file over time. File retrospection can instantly identify every instance of the file that is within your environment, and it addresses the problem of malicious files passing through perimeter defenses that are later deemed as a threat. File trajectory tracks a file's path across the network and through devices. Finally, dynamic malware analysis can then run any unknown files in a secure sandbox for deeper investigation. These continuous protection features and more come together to defend against attacks even after malware enters the environment. Once threats are identified, AMP helps remediate quickly to restore operations and minimize downtime. For protection against web-based threats, Firepower Next-Gen Firewall offers URL filtering. URL filtering makes it easy to minimize exposure to web-based threats. Access control can be as broad or specific as needed to restrict access to harmful or inappropriate sites. URL filtering leverages the extensive Talos URL database and determines the reputation of a site by looking at who owns the domain, which country hosts the website, whether the web server is using a dynamic IP address, and how long the domain has been registered. Customers can then block or allow access to certain URLs and domains. Additionally, Cisco teams have categorized over 280 million URLs into more than 80 categories, with more being added daily. Now customers can block sites and subsites based on the category instead of strictly on the specific name or keyword. Cisco Web Reputation Filtering helps protect against a broad range of URL-based threats. This solution asks a simple but powerful question: what is the reputation of the URL? When assessing the trustworthiness of a URL, a great deal can be determined by analyzing contextual data. Cisco Web Reputation Filtering differs from a traditional URL blacklist or whitelist because it analyzes a broad set of data and produces a highly granular score of -10 to +10. Firepower Next-Gen Firewall also offers identity-based policy control provided by ICE. ICE provides policy enforcement based on complete visibility of users, mobile devices, client-side applications, and more. With identity-based policy control, customers can control network access from a single location. This enables businesses to gain awareness of network activity and provide consistent, efficient access to users, all while reducing the stress traditionally associated with access management. Additionally, users can see who and what is on their network and share across network solutions. This ultimately helps customers improve their Cisco security and network solutions, strengthen their non-Cisco security solutions, and make better decisions with user and devices insights. With simplified security policy setting, companies can stop threats from getting in and spreading. This limits risky network exposure and guards against threats in real time. In addition to limiting access through identity-based policy through ICE, Firepower Next-Gen IPS offers unmatched visibility, threat detection, and network profiling capabilities. Next-generation IPS is a key feature of Firepower Next-Gen Firewall that provides exceptional customer value by combining threat discovery, threat analysis, and threat management into one security bundle. Customers are protected from potential intrusions by the combined forces of intelligent detection, SSL decryption, and file type identification. Network analysis is simultaneously performed by user identity tracking, impact assessment, and network behavior analysis. Finally, customers can better handle the most sophisticated threats in today's world with threat management features, including automated IPS tuning, vulnerability-based and custom rules, and intrusion prevention policy management. Now we'll turn our attention to Cisco's ability to prevent downtime on your network with DDoS attack prevention. Radware is a virtual platform that can run on the Cisco Firepower Next-Gen Firewall to detect and mitigate zero-day network and application DDoS attacks in real time. It does so using patent-protected adaptive behavioral-based signature technology that eliminates the need for human intervention and does not block legitimate user traffic when under attack. Radware deploys seamlessly on the Firepower Next-Gen firewall, delivering this protection while maintaining high capacity. Radware can maintain up to 42 gigabits per second total mitigation capacity. In addition, it can handle up to 627,000 connections per second (CPS) and block up to 5,400,000 packets per second (PPS) of flood traffic to ensure that your system stays up and can weather any DDoS attack. Expanding on Next-Gen Firewall's features, Firepower Threat Defense (FTD) unifies, enhances, and simplifies your security management approach. The new Firepower Threat Defense (FTD) platform offers a unified image which includes the Cisco ASA features and Firepower services, providing improved performance and a simpler, more intuitive interface for managing basic firewalling and other security services. FTD's single image provides a centralized approach to security administration, unifying control of firewalling and other services, such as Next-Gen IPS, AMP, and URL filtering. Better tools and feature integration combine to offer improved capabilities that enhance the user experience. Additionally, new management options available on an intuitive interface enable simpler setup and more granular control. Next-Gen Firewall protects not only on-premises, but virtual and cloud environment as well. To provide security to the cloud and virtual environments, Cisco offers ASAV and Next-Gen Firewall Virtual. Cisco's ASAV and Next-Gen Firewall Virtual provides firewall services to protect data passing between nodes within data centers and cloud environments. Cisco Next-Gen Firewall Virtual runs as a virtual machine in Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure public clouds. Since the physical Cisco Next-Gen Firewall and virtualized Cisco Next-Gen Firewall Virtual support the same rich policy constructs, virtual and physical domains are coalesced into a single policy domain, so the same policies can be applied to all Cisco Next-Gen firewalls, whether they're physical or virtual. Using REST APIs, multiple cloud management solutions can be used to manage both physical and virtual instances of Cisco Next-Gen Firewall. Customers can maintain a single pool of licenses that can be dynamically granted and retracted from virtual appliances in the customer's premises and public cloud environment. Administrators can either push policy rules as a complete rule set or manually build custom rule sets for each network appliance. With Cisco ACI integration, the Cisco Application Policy Infrastructure Controller ties Cisco Next-Gen Firewall Virtual into a single point of orchestration for network and security policy configuration. Cisco APIC makes monitoring available for a unified view of the infrastructure, while allowing for contextual reuse of common security elements in an end-to-end policy design. Cisco Next-Gen Firewall Virtual offers the same features as a physical Cisco Next-Gen Firewall, including VPN services that can be deployed in the virtual domain using Cisco Next-Gen Firewall Virtual. Site-to-site, remote access, and clientless VPN services can be deployed quickly in a private cloud or over a virtual infrastructure in response to demand. There are several Firepower Next-Gen Firewall options available today. Cisco offers a host of network security solutions, including ASA with Firepower Services, ASA with Firepower Threat Defense, Firepower Next-Gen Firewall, and Next-Gen IPS. Each of these security solutions are intended to meet the varying security needs of Cisco's customers. Firepower Services for ASA provides additional threat protection features while staying within a customer's budget. Each ASA firewall appliance offers different levels of bandwidth and services to cover a wide range of security needs. Firepower Threat Defense, which is supported on most 5500X devices, and the Firepower 9300 security appliance, extends leading Cisco threat protection beyond the network edge and data center to an additional platform in branch offices. The Firepower Next-Gen Firewall 2100 series, 4100 series, and 9300 are multi-service security appliances with the ability to run several security softwares, including Cisco Firepower Threat Defense. They deliver fully integrated security with a single interface to ease the management burden of other network security options. Firepower 6.0 includes new versions for Firepower appliances and Firepower services, including all the new threat protection and management capabilities for existing platforms. and these can all be managed from Firepower Management Center. The following slide provides a more detailed view of Cisco's portfolio of security appliances and software deployment options. The traditional Cisco ASA software can be run on any of Cisco's security platforms and is ideal for customers who require multi-context, VPN, or clustering capabilities. An ASA with Firepower Services security solution is ideal for customers looking to extend their network security to branch offices or other remote locations. Cisco's Firepower Threat Defense combines full-stack traffic analysis, exceptional network visibility, intelligent security automation, and unified management to identify and stop threats before they can affect extended enterprise operations. This solution incorporates an integrated approach to threat defense to provide robust security across branch, internet edge, data center operations, and beyond in both physical and virtual environments. Firepower Threat Defense reduces administrative complexity as well as capital and operation costs, and is currently compatible with low to mid-range ASAs and the Firepower appliances. When Firepower Threat Defense is run on a Firepower appliance, the result is Firepower Next Gen Firewall. Also available are Cisco's ISR appliances. ISRs support pay-as-you-go software licensing and give you the flexibility of buying increased throughput, network, and application services as businesses grow. In addition to ASA, Next Gen Firewall, and ISR appliances, Next Gen IPS provides threat protection. Cisco's Next Gen IPS helps protect the network more effectively than other intrusion prevention systems. As Next Gen IPS continuously scans network traffic, it uses all the information about devices and applications to better analyze intrusion events. Next Gen IPS can assess each threat and prioritize which intrusion events are impactful and should be immediately investigated. Threat correlation focuses resources on the most impactful events and reduces actionable events by up to 99%. The network profiling capabilities of Next Gen IPS network behavior analysis compare baseline network behavior to actual behavior and identifies activity that is outside a tolerance of normal. Sifting through thousands of daily security events is virtually impossible and will result in legitimate alerts being ignored. Next Gen IPS automated impact assessment correlates threats against host vulnerability intelligence, network topology, and attack context to reduce the quantity of actionable security events. With its multi-vendor correlation feature, Next Gen IPS enables easier and earlier identification of infected hosts. By correlating and tabulating suspect behaviors across the varied attack planes and integrating network and file-level activity. In addition to protecting the network more effectively, Next Gen IPS can also help reduce the workload of IT staff by automatically determining the appropriate IPS rules to put in place to defend against the risks contained in the environment. This feature not only results in better security, but enables organizations to do more with the limited resources they have in place. And all of this can be seen and controlled from wherever, whenever. Next Gen IPS can be managed on-site or remotely across locations to ensure protection is always up to date while reducing IT staff workload. As with Next Gen Firewall, Cisco offers various physical and virtual standalone Next Gen IPS deployment options. Firepower Next Generation IPS is available as virtualized or as a standalone appliance. Cisco Next Gen IPS Virtual on VMware is a virtualized offering that satisfies Next Gen IPS use cases physical appliances simply cannot. Server virtualization reduces costs, enables rapid deployment, and improves system availability. Firepower Next Gen IPS is also offered as the standalone Firepower 7000 series and Firepower 8000 series appliances. The Firepower 7000 series appliances offer the base platform for Firepower Next Gen IPS with industry-best threat protection and low TCO. The high-performance platform of the Firepower 8000 series appliances provides industry-leading throughput, threat detection efficiency, and low TCO. Both the 7000 and 8000 series appliances are designed to layer additional network security solutions onto a single appliance. Security can be complex, but Cisco has various management solutions to help unify and enhance control of devices and policies. Cisco offers multiple security management platforms to choose from depending on your needs. The Firepower Device Manager enables easy on-box, web-based management of common security and policy tasks. The Firepower Management Center provides comprehensive security administration and automation of multiple devices. Finally, the Cisco Defense Orchestrator enables centralized cloud-based policy orchestration for multiple sites. The following slides will detail each of these platforms, starting with the Firepower Device Manager. The Firepower Device Manager enables easy on-box management of common security and policy tasks. For a single Firepower Next-Gen firewall, the on-box FDM is an ideal management solution. Optimized for single-instance deployments, the Firepower Device Manager combines control of access policy and advanced threat defense functions into a single, easy-to-set-up on-box manager. Firepower Device Manager provides a consolidated management for firepower capabilities and other Cisco security solutions. Enhanced control for all devices and users increases network security. Finally, it is easy to set up security, control access, and set policies with a simple on-box interface. Cisco also provides a platform for customers who need to enforce security on multiple device deployments. Another management option is the Firepower Management Center, FMC, which delivers comprehensive network visibility and control for multi-site deployments in one centralized location. Known before the release of ASA 6.0.1 as the Fire Site Management Center, FMC unifies, centralizes, and simplifies policy creation to ease the burden of administering a defense in-depth architecture. In addition to alerts and risk reports that provide immediate notification of potential issues, FMC will recommend security rules to help businesses know how best to respond. FMC provides a management system that is easily scalable by using policy inheritance and centralized role-based management. Businesses can also increase automation by leveraging intelligent rule recommendations, remediation APIs, and impact assessments, which minimizes management burden. It now also integrates with ThreatGrid, ICE, and AMP for endpoints to provide additional protection. In addition to FMC, Cisco also delivers a Cisco Defense Orchestrator, a cloud-based security policy management tool. Cisco's Defense Orchestrator, CDO, enables your team to streamline security policy orchestration and next-gen defense. This extends the reach of your current resources and helps businesses achieve better security without adding complexity. Cisco's Defense Orchestrator has a simple interface allowing businesses to manage multiple devices with ease through a single interface. CDO helps close the gaps to strengthen your security posture by enabling uniform policy deployment, uncovering and remediating unplanned changes, and extending protection to the application layer. It enables security experts to craft policy templates to be deployed by any member of your team and use simple search-based management to quickly see how policies are enforced across devices. Highlighting many of these management solutions, as well as Cisco's next-gen firewall and next-gen IPS solutions, are 8 customer use cases. The Cisco Firepower Next-Gen Firewall is well-suited to address today's SMB toughest security and networking challenges. The coming slides will cover different ways the Cisco Firepower Next-Gen Firewall can be used to help SMB business. The first use scenario looks at how to keep threats out of a campus security domain. This solution involves several Firepower Next-Gen firewall appliances with Firepower Management Center. Here, in addition to a firewall at the data center edge, there are also firewalls between the campus core and distribution, or between the distribution and access edge. In this scenario, the Cisco Firepower Next-Gen Firewall would protect the campus security domain against threats, while maintaining the high throughput required by the campus distribution. The Next-Gen Firewall meets important network needs, with high availability, routed or transparent mode, and a dynamic routing port. The Firepower Next-Gen Firewall provides the high-band interface that make it the platform of choice for this use case. The next scenario looks at how securing a network's web-connected endpoints. This solution would include one or more Firepower Next-Gen firewall appliances with Firepower Management Center. The solution meets key connectivity and availability requirements. The firewall is built for high availability, supports routed mode, and comes with a port channel for interface redundancy and link speed aggregation. The firewall also supports the dynamic routing protocol with OSPF or BGP. Most importantly, the Firepower Next-Gen Firewall will meet the most stringent security requirements. It supports single context mode, dynamic NAT/PAT or static NAT, as well as industry-leading firewall capabilities. Cisco Firepower Next-Gen Firewall comes with SSL decryption, identity-based application visibility and control, URL filtering, next-generation IPS, advanced malware protection, and real-time security intelligence updates from Talos via IP, URL, and DNS-based feeds. The next business-critical scenario will cover how to keep threats out of online data centers. This requires a virtual appliance or Firepower Next-Gen Firewall Virtual. We offer this virtual appliance in two form factors: Amazon Web Services and vSphere. In this case, the Cisco Firepower Next-Gen Firewall would extend trusted and highly secure firewall to the cloud. The Next-Gen Firewall offers high availability for redundancy, can be deployed in both routed and transparent mode, and supports both north-south or east-west deployments. It includes support for security and networking technologies like VPC and VXLAN. And it further supports the integration of the firewall in the data center environment with dynamic routing protocols like OSPF, BGP, nonstop forwarding, and graceful restart. The next scenario describes how protecting on-premises data center use can help businesses. This would include one or more Firepower Next-Gen Firewall appliances, typically physical but also available as virtual appliances. In this scenario, the Next-Gen Firewall is able to reduce the company's attack surface and detect threats to keep the on-premises data center secure. The Cisco Firepower Next-Gen Firewall satisfies crucial connectivity and availability requirements, such as high availability for redundancy, dynamic NAT/PAT or static NAT, and support for both north-south or east-west deployments. The firewall supports both intra- and inter-chassis clustering, as well as fail-to-wire functionality. It also comes in high bandwidth options as well as flow offload or fast-path support. In terms of security, the Next-Gen Firewall features single context mode, TrustSec security group tags, SSL decryption, AVC, Next-Gen IPS, and AMP. It also comes with IP, DNS, and URL-based security intelligence connections that provide command and control protection. The next scenario focuses on enforcing proper application and web usage on a network. In this scenario, the Cisco Firepower Next-Gen Firewall helps enforce several business-critical controls. Businesses can prevent employees and guests from visiting inappropriate sites based on Cisco reputation scoring of millions of URLs and 4,000-plus applications. This includes in-house as well as web-based applications, and this reputation scoring can also be extended to custom application. They can also block access to sites that have been found to serve potentially harmful files or applications, as well as perform traffic control and prioritization to limit the amount of bandwidth various applications and micro-applications consume, such as video streaming. These controls are enforceable by user or group. For example, businesses can limit what people in sales can post to social media, while granting unrestricted access to people in marketing. The next scenario looks at enforcing consistent policies on application-centric infrastructure. The Firepower Next-Gen Firewall enables comprehensive security across SMB businesses with centralized, easy-to-use management. Firepower Next-Gen Firewall is a complete solution, protecting the network at headquarters and extending that protection to remote users via AnyConnect VPN, umbrella roaming, and more. With the Firepower Next-Gen Firewall, businesses can easily manage and protect remote and mobile users, branch offices, and distributed enterprise. Plus, the Firepower Next-Gen Firewall is built for the future, protecting any device that connects to your network, so employees can bring their own laptops, phones, and tablets, and enables offices with the Internet of Things, IoT, extending protection to many more machines. Also, guest users and whatever devices they bring can receive protection while being segmented from critical parts of the network. The Firepower Next-Gen Firewall is not just protecting the devices on the network. It also offers powerful, comprehensive protection of web, email, and cloud app-based threats. With firewalling, SSL decryption, AVC, Next-Gen IPS, and AMP, the Firepower Next-Gen Firewall enables the full gamut of defenses. It also comes with IP, DNS, and URL-based security intelligence connections that provide command and control protection. The next scenario discusses safely extending network access to branch offices and remote users. In this case, the Cisco Firepower Next-Gen Firewall can keep watch for unwanted traffic while extending that patrol to multiple locations. Businesses can not only secure encrypted communications across one or more remote locations using VPN, but also apply the full next-gen firewall controls and protections to that traffic, including TrustSec security group tag support, identity-based AVC, next-gen IPS, AMP, and URL, IP, and DNS-based security intelligence. The next-gen firewall's market-leading VPN capabilities include both site-to-site and remote access. Remote access VPN grants protected access to remote sites, while site-to-site VPN enables secure connection between branch offices, as well as to third parties. These capabilities can be covered by the AnyConnect Secure Mobility Client, as well as by third-party VPN providers. The Cisco Firepower Next-Gen Firewall's industry-leading features are well-suited to flexibly extending secure remote access. The final scenario looks at remediating breaches as soon as they occur. The protection we provide starts in the before an attack phase, with threat discovery and security policy enforcement through network firewalling, SSL decryption, application visibility and control, URL filtering, and more. Talos provides the unmatched threat intelligence backbone with URL, IP, and DNS-based security intelligence. These features make our firewall next-gen, but we go far beyond the minimum. To protect an organization during an attack and after an attack occurs, Cisco offers industry-leading next-gen IPS and advanced malware protection. After an attack occurs, Cisco's behavioral indications of compromise uses complex behavioral clues, rather than a fingerprint or signature, to identify malware on a network. With file trajectory, businesses can track malware or suspicious files across your network to determine the scope of an outbreak. File retrospection addresses the problem of malicious files passing through perimeter defenses that are later deemed as a threat. It combats polymorphism, obfuscation, sleep timers, and other highly effective tactics that avoid detection. Now you've seen a variety of ways that businesses can use next-gen firewalls. Before you move on to the next module, let's go over the key takeaways. Now that you've finished this module, you should know the security threat landscape is expanding, making it more difficult for organizations to protect their network without interrupting productivity. A modern firewall solution enables integrated threat protection across the network, while providing visibility into users, data, and devices. Cisco Next-Gen Firewall delivers complete protection, visibility, and control, while providing flexible deployment options on-premise, cloud, hybrid, or virtual. Thank you. The next module you will take is S5, Policy and Access.